Close my little thing here. Make sure I got everything on my end. All right. So we'll hit my little comments here. See if everybody pops in here. We'll get them all going. As soon as I see everybody hopping on, I'm going to hang out. You do your thing. You share it to where it needs to be. And let's get this little party started, shall we? All right. Let's see. Well, what topic should we do today? I think what we're going to do is we're going to talk about hackers. That's what we're going to talk about today, I think. Wait for everybody to pop on here. Let's see what we got. I think that should be the topic for today is hackers. And I think we'll just do a little live stream here and get everybody up on in here. And we're going to talk about hackers today. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to do the little live stream. And that way we can have a little interaction here. And I'm going to teach you guys once again. Good morning. How you doing, Robbie? Kim's out there. We're going to teach you guys again on how to stop them little hackers from getting into your stuff. Whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on Instagram, WhatsApp, any of those, okay? And we're going to stop them. And we're going to stop them dead in their tracks, okay? That's what we're going to do. And how you doing there, Mr. Norman? Cool. Right on. Yeah, morning over here. And see me turn my camera around and you can see my little thing here that I'm looking at today. Turn my camera around a little bit. I got me a good overcast sky. I got about a 50% chance of rain again up there. Last night's little lightning show was pretty cool. Couldn't really see it for the most part. I mean, it's hit or miss, you know what I mean? So that's kind of how that went. How you doing, Kathleen? Good morning. Tell Robert I didn't answer because I was getting ready to start doing this here. So everybody can come on. But my little topic today is going to be, I'm going to bring up hackers is what I'm going to bring up. And I'm going to teach you guys again on how to stop these hackers from getting into your stuff dead in their tracks. I don't care if you're on a phone. I don't care if you're on a computer. I don't care. That's exactly what we're going to do today. And since we got a better platform here for this, if you all want to come in, and we'll just walk you through it, okay? So we'll just kind of hang out and wait for everybody to do their thing, all right? Let me turn my camera around here. And so that's what we're going to do today. Now, let's say somebody comes out there and tries to friend request you, right? And when they send you a friend request or they send you a picture, or they another page is what it does, okay? And a lot of times when it says freeze, re-enter your email, your password, phone number, all that kind of stuff, that's what it's asking you to do, okay? When it does that, how you doing, Cindy? Whew, but that didn't come out right. I was trying to swallow and talk at the same time. Didn't work. So yeah, they ask you for a password, they ask you for an email, and then you click it and it takes you to a same page that looks just like Facebook. Atypically what they're doing is they're using another browser, okay? And that's why your stuff asks you for your password. But at the same time that happens, because it's a mirror page of Facebook. So think about this in a nutshell. Why would you have to log into Facebook again since you were already on it? They sent you the message to Facebook, so why would you have to log into it again, right? You don't. What they're doing, they're trying to get your information through that application, okay? So what you do is this. You go view the profile of it, and then you can actually see what this is. Right next to where it says view profile, whether it's on your computer or laptop, you'll have the three little dots up there again. Those three little dots right, lets you take a look at their link. How you doing there, Alan? We're going to talk about hackers and how they try to get to you. All right, so you view that little profile, and then you see those three little dots, right? When you see those three little dots, you can literally copy their link, right? And that link, you can go right back to your own Facebook, right? The one that you're always on, and you can put that right into the little search bar. And what you're going to see when it does that is it'll bring up other accounts, right? That this person that just sent you this, because they've never verified their Facebook account. Okay. For you being on here watching me, you can go into your Facebook, you click your little icon, and you go view your little privacy settings, right? When you go to your privacy settings on your own Facebook page, you can click to do a two-factor identification process, right? That means nobody can hack you from another site being on here. I've had people ask me, how do I fix what people can see about my profile? All right, you can go into your settings in your phone, and depending on what you want to do, whether your stuff be public, private, or to specific people to where you can only see it, all that kind of stuff depends on a lot of factors. Now, think of it like this. If you're going to go share something to another page and you put something that is private on another page, they won't be able to see it. Only the people on your friends list will be able to see it, okay? So it depends on what you want people to see. Your pictures, your personal information, those are in your settings, in your privacy settings on Facebook. The same with any other app. I don't care if it's Google, WhatsApp, TikTok, any of that stuff. Your privacy settings is what you have to look for when you do your stuff. How you doing, Brian? Darwin's out there. Rebecca's out there. Cool. So what we're talking about is hackers and how they get to you, that kind of thing. So I'll do it again. If somebody sends you a friend request, you hit that view profile button, right? From that view profile, you're going to be able to tell if it came from a mirror page of Facebook. You're going to tell if it came from WhatsApp, TikTok, Messenger. You're going to be able to tell all those things just by hitting the view profile, okay? If it tries to take you to another page, what I want you to do is go up there and hit those three little dots. I want you to copy that link, go right back to your Facebook where you just came out of, not the one that they want you to go to sign in with your email and your passwords and all this kind of crazy stuff. Go right back to your Facebook, paste that link in your little search bar on Facebook, and you will see all the things that come up. How you doing, Carolyn? Debbie's out there too, right? So that's what you do. Now, let's say somebody friend requests you, and it's from Instagram or it's from whatever, okay? And you do that view profile thing, and it says on your end, you will be able to see it. It'll say they just created this account, okay? Those same three little dots up there, you can go and you can block them from that page, and you can report them. And with you reporting them as a fake account for whatever, you know, whether they're trying to spam you, they send you this thing that says, hello, I want to be your friend, click this link, right? All those kind of things that you do, whether it's in a picture, whether it's in whatever, a bad hacker can put stuff in there, and the minute you do that, they get your information. They get whatever you're sharing on your page, okay? Whether it's your phone number, all your friends, all that kind of stuff, all your pictures, depending on what you share, okay? For me, I've told the hackers 1,000 times. How you doing, Chris? Will's out there too. I've told them 1,000 times, come play with me, okay? I don't care if you're on Instagram, TikTok, whatever, come play with me. Because the minute you play with me, I'm going to shut you down in about 30 seconds because I know how to do this very, very well, okay? And they don't like the fact that I teach you guys this on the internet. How you doing, Amanda? Right? They don't like people knowing how to do this. Right? They don't like people knowing because they're trying to get your money. They're trying to copy your profile, get pictures off your profile to say that they're you, try to go to your friends and get your friends to accept them as being you. Okay? you can stop them dead in the tracks, and they don't like the fact that I do this. Okay, they don't like it, and they do try to hack a lot of different people, a lot of different ways. There's many viruses that are out there. You've heard me talk about it. Malware bytes. Go download it on your device. I don't care if it's a computer. It is a free program. When you go to search something, and for example, like this malware bytes, go get it from Google Play. Okay, that's where you get it from. If you try to get it from the internet, what you're going to get when you type in malware bytes, you're going to see the little ads that are up on the corner, and it'll say it's an ad. Okay, you have to go down to the official malware bytes site and download it. Okay, they will give you the free program after 30 days. That little program, and instead of doing everything, because they give you everything for free, it'll go back to the free version of it. And naturally, if you want to pay for it, go ahead and pay for it, because that's just how it works. I'll use the free program. With that malware bytes, it comes with another program called Chameleon. That Chameleon, what it does is it takes a screenshot of your device, and I don't care if you uninstall this program from your computer after you're done with it. Malware bytes is always going to have that screenshot of what your device looks like, and it will ask you to scan it and the rest of it, and you do that. The minute you do that, at that screenshot, they know everything about you. They know all your stuff. They know everything, and they remove those bad programs that are on your device. So when you scan it and something comes up, you take all that stuff, put it in quarantine. That sends it back to malware bytes. They now know the programs that these people are using to try to hack you, right? How you doing, Brenda? So Joanne's out there, Betty's out there, Tom's out there. Okay. So that's one of the things that I use, and that's just the way that it is. So like I said again, if a hacker sends you, a friend request, I don't care if they call your phone number, you get the spam calls all the time. You can actually go back and do the same thing. Through Google, you can go into your Google settings, click your little icon, go to the settings, and you can go in and you can opt out of all of those ads, right, that they send you that come in your emails. You can opt out of all those, and they won't get sent from all these major companies. You got to do that about every 3 months, because every 3 months is when the time limit runs out on what people can spam you for and that kind of thing. Even if you click a link, let's say from your email, and it takes you to a spam page, and all of a sudden your virus protection starts going off and doing all these crazy things. Okay, all you got to do is be able to close that app. Okay, if you're on Wi-Fi or if you're on whatever, think about this. You can power off your device, and even if you're connected to this person or whatever, the minute you power off your device, the connection that you had between you and them is now shut off. Okay, period. Shut off. Everybody knows how to turn on their Wi-Fi, their data, all that stuff, whether it's on a computer or any of that, right? So let's say that you're online and you get this crazy thing happening to you, and it does all this junk. Turn your device off. Turn it off, right? Turn it off. And then when you restart your device, you turn off your Wi-Fi, you turn off all that stuff, and you go in and find this little program with malware bytes. It'll scan your stuff, whether you're online or offline, and it'll grab this stuff. It'll take it, put it in quarantine, right? That's what it'll do. Log back in, turn on your Wi-Fi, that kind of thing, and you'll be back to what you were normal. Okay, there's lots of tricks, lots of things that you can do to stop these guys, and I'm telling you right now, they do not like me talking about it. Nobody likes it, because I'm the hacker's enemy here, you know what I mean? Because I've done this, and I know what it takes to go hack somebody. I know what these programs are that they use to do this, okay? And I know how they do it. When somebody gets a hold of your bank account, and you already know, your bank will contact you and this and that and the other, and they will send you email right to your phone. It won't come in an email like Gmail or whatever, Yahoo Mail. It won't come there. it will come right to your phone because that's how your bank is set up. Okay. If your bank does not have your phone number, give it to them, because once that happens, they will contact you directly. It won't be through a little email. Okay. Now, like I said, do the Facebook verification process. If you use the Facebook Pay, right, you can go into Facebook Pay and remove your credit card information, any of that stuff that's in that application. Okay. And if you buy something online, don't ever let your device save your password. Don't let your device do that. Okay. That means that every time you buy something, you have to put in that password. Okay. That means nobody can get your stuff. They can't, even if they try to hack you, they can't get it because it's not there. Okay. And they can't search your device unless you've actually given them permission, which is what a hacker wants to do. Okay. So all those little things that I'm telling you is how this works. Okay. And it's very, very simple. Like I said, go do the 2 authentication process from Facebook privacy settings. All right. Go up there, click your little icon, take you to the privacy settings, set your stuff however you want, public, private, or only me, that kind of a thing. And atypically, if you're going to share something to another page or to a website or to a friend, the only ones that you can share that stuff with are the ones that are on your friends list if you set it that way. If you set it to public, it'll share to every page, that kind of thing. If you set it to private, it's only you. And you have to give it permission each time you do this to change that setting to a public so that everybody can view it. Okay. I get a lot of the things that come onto the fans page that are set to private. Okay. When they're set to private, means nobody can view them. So when they get posted to the fans page, I have to decline them because nobody else can see them except for the people that are on your friends list. Okay. And because this is a public forum, that way, even though that is a private page, it makes it more secure. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how we have set things up on the Chuckers TV to be able to do that. And if you guys post something and it comes up to where nobody else can see it, I will let you know. I will PM you, that kind of thing. That is what I will do. Yep, Faith is out there too. So you guys got any questions? Let me know. Hit me up. Ask away. That's what I'm here to do. Is I'm here to stop these hackers and all these little wannabe hackers. I'm going to stop them dead in their tracks right here on this platform. And this video, along with many, many others that I've done about the same thing, those guys do not like it. Okay. How you doing, Paula? So that's what this is. Like I said, to stop them hackers when they send you a private message or they call your phone, they send you the emails, all that stuff. All you've got to do is hit that little view profile. And if it's in your email, you go up there, remove it. You can report it as spam, that kind of thing. Google takes charge from there. If you're on Facebook and Messenger or whatever, and they send you friend requests from TikTok, WhatsApp, YouTube, I don't care where it comes from. You click that view profile. If it tries to take you to another link, don't do it. If it's asking you for to put in your passwords and your email, your phone number, whatever that is, just to go view this, don't do it. A lot of the things look just like Facebook. They come in your email. They look like they came from Facebook. In reality, they did not. It is a mirror page of whatever it is. I don't care if it's Yahoo, Gmail. It is a mirror page. That's why you get so many things in your spam folder from all your different things, right? And all you have to do is be able to block them from your spam, and you'll stop getting them, okay? All those little algorithms that these different platforms have, that is how they're able to do this to you, because of you logging in, okay, to, a web browser, whatever. The Safari browsers, that kind of thing, they used to be, and not so much anymore, but they used to be a hacker's dream, because you could make this browser do what you wanted it to do. Google kind of stepped up a little bit and made it a little bit more harder. So did Yahoo and a bunch of other ones, but it still can be done. I know all those little tricks of the trade. Okay. Okay. How do we stop friend requests from people that you don't recognize? Okay. Let's say somebody sends you a friend request. Okay. Period. In that same Facebook setting, you can go in there and you can literally stop anybody from sending you a friend request. Anybody. Okay. You can separate Facebook and Facebook Messenger because they're two different applications. Okay. One kind of controls the other one in a sense. Okay. Even though they're the same, you don't really need Messenger to get a message because your phone or your device will do that. And so you go into Facebook, into settings, and you start looking at the different things that you see, and it'll show you the privacy settings. It'll show you your personal settings. It'll show you what other people can see from you. Okay. That is where you stop this. On your device, it may be in a different location than others, but that's what it is. When you click your little icon, right, for your picture, your profile, those things that it lists, all you got to do is click each one. If you don't find what you're looking for, backspace, keep looking at it until you find it. But it is in there, and I guarantee it. You can stop anybody from messaging you, period. Anybody that you do not know. Let's see. If I get something on my computer and it says I don't recognize it, I don't click on it. I check my account every day to see if something is not right. How you doing, Roxanne? You're absolutely right. That is exactly what you do. Okay. All those things that I get, and believe me, I get a lot of friends requests, and the only thing it does, when somebody sends it to you and it's actually from Facebook, what it'll say is delete, block, and then in little tiny letters, it'll say is if you type something back, then they get to see you. But because Facebook and Facebook Messenger are two different applications, they are limited on what they get to see. Okay. They may be connected to me on Messenger, but they're not connected to me on my Facebook. Okay. That's just because of how I have my stuff set up. Okay. And like I said, you get them little hackers out there, bring them on. How you doing, Craig? You know, oh, somebody popped in. Let's see who we got popped in here. Dennis is on there. All I heard was a noise. Right? So we're going to explain to you, and I'll stay on here for all day if I have to, and we'll talk about any part of it, whether like what you're saying, asking now about a spam message. Right? You don't have to deal with the fakes. When it comes to your emails, you got to be very, very, very careful, whether it's a spam email or it comes to your regular inbox, you know. So when even the stuff that comes to your inbox, when you're from Gmail, Yahoo, whatever, you already know that there's fakes in there, and you know it because you don't know half these things that they're doing, and how they're getting that information is from the browser that you're using, whether it's Safari, Google, whatever it is. The stuff that you search for is the stuff that they are looking for. When you go to search for, I don't know, cookies. Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
I'm using my little desktop. I just woke up.
All right, right on. Cool.
My little laptop thing. I don't know. I'm trying to see if this works.
Yeah, it sounds good. I don't have any issues. Your camera works good. No blur. Mic sounds good.
Good. A little delayed.
No. You're a little bit laggy, but you're all right. Yeah, just get that bobblehead thing. Well, you know the bad hair day, but see, it's a bad hairs day. You got more than one hair,
dude,
right?
You know how easy it is. You know how easy it is not to care about this right now.
I wake up every morning going, do I brush it? Do I not? You know, do I shave? Do I not? You know what I mean?
We're trying to make you look like the Wizard of Oz, man.
Hey.
That's just funny that it's growing on you. It really is. I really, really, really like the fact that you're turning into the not the Godfather, but the Wizard of Trucking.
That's kind of interesting. Well, cool. I mean, that I've been doing it since the day that I got here, and it, you know, I mean, even
Year and a half,
long before I got here.
now. Or a year
Right.
and 9 months, 8 months.
Yeah. And as long as I've been doing the online stuff, I mean, don't get me wrong now. There was a time way back when to where I didn't play at all. You know, somebody pissed me off, I went and hacked their shit. And I made their mouse move, and then I went back and left them a message. How do you like me now? You know, I mean,
my shit. You
no.
might find things that will scar your eyeballs.
Hey, did you see that Angela and Larry, they're talking about going into Vegas to go get married again, right? You see that?
Oh, that'd be cool.
They're gonna do it. Yeah, they're gonna do the live the live video and stuff. She's already picking out her dress and doing all this stuff, and that's what she was talking about on her stream before I got on here. So yeah.
I'm dreaming of Laredo.
Man, I just turn my hat sideways and we'll get the little bebop thing going.
Try to be a cowboy.
They tell Dennis about the international Peter.
I ain't got no pole. Unless y'all want to send me some stars, I can do some dancing.
No. Let's see. I watched the first time you two met last night, and I was about in tears. I'll tell you what, Robbie. When the very first time,
you went back that far?
Yeah, I'll tell you this: the first time we met, I had to go back and watch that video, right? And I mean this literally. I had to go back and watch that video because even though I was streaming on my own and he was streaming on his own, when I got up there, his video actually showed me when I got out of my car and I was walking like a 90-year-old man. Okay. And when I walked up to him, I was still walking like a 90-year-old man. Now I can pretty much keep up with this silly ass. And if you get me running, I might even be able to catch him. Okay. So that's why I said I'm one of them guys. I can deal with the pain, you know what I mean, to perspective and clusterfuckville Laredo. And that's pretty much what it is, you know. See, Funner, I really like my girlfriend, but she doesn't like me and threatens to call the cops on me, and I don't know why. I like her face and her body. Okay, Funner. What do you want me to say to that? I mean, you know.
Wow. He wanted his like 3 seconds of fame. Wow.
Is that just a comment there, you know, or what?
I really like my girlfriend. Well, yeah. But she doesn't like me. Well, I guess you get a new girlfriend then, bud.
You know, I don't know. Stop looking at magazines. Maybe she don't like you. You're looking at too much porn there, buddy. You know what I mean? I don't know what the hell the deal is with that.
Maybe you're wasting too much money on lot lizards. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, take her to Taco Bell, dude. You know, it's easier. I don't know, man. You know,
oh, fuck that. Go all out. Go to KFC, man. Get her a bucket of chicken. She'll be all right.
You like to follow and watch her. Well, see, there's your problem. You're stalking her already, you know? What do I say to that?
Funner. Really, dude?
You know? Now, mind you, Funner, you know that I'm an admin, and the guy that you see right here is the one that created Truckers TV, right? So we're giving you
people to fuck with because we'll make it work.
You know, we're the guys that can make it go bye in about 2 seconds. You know what I mean?
You remember that I used to say, hey, Funner, go get like 100, give me 1,000 trolls up in here, and then maybe you and me can talk. Otherwise,
I know, right?
Wasting my time. You just
we did that with the when the couch trolls came in here and the same thing, and we just sat back and watched them because we already knew what when you guys come in, and I don't know how many people's in the room because I can't really tell right now. I'm not on the computer.
There's 35 people in here right now, and pretty much the same people are commenting over and over.
When the guys come in here from other platforms and they sit in the back and they type and they throw the angry faces, the likes, the shares, what it does, regardless, it increases our ratings. So hey, we get out to more people. You know what I'm saying?
Bring it.
Right.
Morning, Brittany.
Yeah, there you go. Morning. And so that's what this does, and that's the whole point of Truckers TV in the first place, is to get bigger so that people know. And
Funner. Bye, bitch.
You know, there you go, man. I mean, now you're sitting in the background.
I didn't even do it. I didn't even do it, Arnie. Our admin team did it.
Yeah. See, I'm not. You don't see me pushing no buttons here, right? I'm telling you guys right now. We have other admins that are in here, right? That people will never know about, and you guys will never ever. You'll just never know. Okay. That's just bottom line. And we take care of the viewers on Truckers TV is what we do.
Yeah, we do.
That is one of the many things on here that I do. If you guys didn't see, we got a new driver, Dutch. He did
Yeah.
his first stream today.
Yeah, he asked me about mounts yesterday.
Yeah, he
told
me.
I gave a picture of what he should get, so hopefully he got it.
Yeah, he did. He got it, and he got the mount spec or whatever it was you guys were talking about.
Good.
And so he's got that up there. It works good. But bad thing was his dang Bluetooth died, right? And so he's out there just talking to us. Yeah, and so that's what he was doing. And I got him set up, got him pre-approved to go live because I liked his camera view. He didn't have no shakes, no wobbles. He's got a good call it a good voice. He's got a good personality, and I
really haven't watched him yet, so I don't know.
I'll just say this: you think I talk? Oh no, he talks. I mean, this guy talks. Oh yes, he's been driving for 18 years, and he's got a lot to say.
Hey, Tom Rex, how you doing, bud? Long time no see, man. How's that TV going for you? See, Tom Rex is one of the receivers of a 65-inch TV.
Yep.
If we can ever get our shit squared away, we'll start that back up again. But I don't know. I've been fondling back and forth with a FB.
Yeah, you just keep doing your thing, and that's what I told you a long time ago. And
we're trying.
I mean, you got that's the reason that I come on here to start talking about the little hackers, the little wannabe guys that are spamming, all those little guys like that. Whether they're coming on Truckers TV or your personal page, personal messenger, whatever that is, you guys can block them, get rid of them. Okay. On this platform, like the viewers, even I hate to say this, and I'll just be point blank honest. Even if you block me, I can go in and create something to where you'll never know. And depending on what settings you've got on your privacy, I will always be able to come in and take a look at what you got. Period. Okay. It just depends on your privacy settings. And that is what I'm trying to help you guys with. How you doing, Jeremy?
Ooh, that.
Right. So when I come on and do these things, that interactive, this platform right now is what I'm getting at. You guys, if you're confused about something, you come on up in here. We can have the discussion right here. If you don't want to do it here, you can PM me later. I mean, everybody knows my name. And just PM me. I probably helped, I'm going to say at least 400 to 500 people that have been on this platform, at least. Okay. Yeah, at least. I have spent countless hours on the phone with different people, getting them fixed from this, you know what I mean? I have helped people get their money back from the bank. I have helped a lot of different ways on here. I've helped people get their stuff so they can get online to see better, for different programs, to clear their data, their cache. I've helped them set so many different applications on their phone, get rid of spam, get rid of junk with the virus protections. I've helped many. That's all I can say. And this right now is the easiest way for me to do this. And how you doing, Telly? 400 or 500. I know it's kind of crazy, Telly. And I mean that literally. I mean, my buddy here says I'm always on the freaking phone. I'm never off this phone. I may be watching you guys in the background, but I'm never off the phone. Always got somebody in my ear, you know what I mean? And giving them advice for this, advice for that, how to do this, how to do that. And that stuff takes time when people don't understand the device they're using, whether it's an iPhone or a Galaxy or whatever it is, or a computer, laptop, desktop. I mean, like when Dennis bought me that brand new one and he came out here that night, I set it up. The very next day I couldn't get into it. I had to hack a brand new computer. That's what I had to do.
That's not fun.
And yeah, you should have seen, I mean, Hewlett Packard's like, you did what? And I'm like, I hacked your brand new computer. How did you do that? Well, I ain't telling you, but I know the flaws. I know where to look. I know how to do things, and so it is what it is. But
so we got here we got here about like 1:30. I finished driving about 1:30. We're right here at the Easy Trip, and we shut down. So we're going to be delivering this load from California about 12 o'clock today, and then we'll pick up our next load to go to Reno. Talked to Dale last night. I topped on here for a little bit last night and talked to Dale.
I
He's
saw
over
that.
here, Junction City or whatever,
Yep.
Junction, whatever. So got to know him last night. He also rides Harleys, so that's great.
Yep. Saw his
Um,
Harley.
he was thinking about leaving his local job and go over the road with FedEx. He works for FedEx as well.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yep, I didn't either. So every time I go up and down this 5 in Oregon, I'm gonna look at FedEx's, see if it's him. I know what he looks like now, so
Yeah.
I probably passed him a few times and didn't even know it.
Wouldn't doubt that. Well, that's like there's a few drivers that I've talked to that do the same thing, and some of their companies, don't want them to stream and all that kind of stuff, and even I was like I've told everybody here, when you stream, I'm your safety guy. Call it that if you want. I said I will tell you what to do, what not to do, and this is what I expect. I say if you go a different route, then it's on you. It's not on me. And I said, if you keep doing that, I said, then I can protect you that way. I watch the things people do. I listen to what they talk about. Like I said, you may not see me in the room. That does not mean that I'm not there.
Look at Telly, only 400 to 500.
I know, right? Right? Only 400 to 500.
I know. Hey, Telly, good morning. Why is Telly being so elusive?
I
He's
know,
knocked
because
that shit out.
he's
Telly,
in the background hiding like me. That's what he's
Telly,
doing. I
will
already
you get
know.
on here and stop being so damn elusive?
Yeah, I did that last night. I said, you know what? I said, you'll see Telly drive down the road in his little minivan there. I said, but Telly don't come on and do the lives like what I sit here and do. I said, because Telly will have a field day with some of these people. I hate to say this, but we watch all the comments, we listen to the stuff, and he's like me in a sense. He keeps it professional. And he's like, hey, I saw you over here. I saw you doing that. I saw you doing that. I saw what you said. I heard what you said or whatever, and he's not that type of person. But if you talk to him, he'll get on you. I'm telling you, he just will.
Say hi to Gio, Arnie. Hey, Gio.
How you doing, Gio? Where's Gio?
Okay,
let me go back and take. I didn't see him pop in there. Let me see. There he is. How you doing there, bud?
Yeah.
Okay, how you doing?
In this view that I have here on my tablet is actually really good. People are watching this on cell phones. You got to have the chance to get on a tablet or a computer to watch this. It's actually pretty good. Everybody's blown up pretty big, and it's actually really nice. I mean, cell phones, yes, it's small, on the go, convenience. That's what you got. But this
a little different, huh? See, my tablet's sitting up there with my pewter, and because I had it in my truck at one point, sitting up in my window when it was 115 degrees, it kind of like warped the inside of it, melted it a little bit,
The computer?
So when I want my laptop, or not my laptop, my tablet.
Oh,
because I have all those things. You know what I mean? I have.
What do you
I've
need,
got
a tablet now?
No. I mean, you think about that right here.
I gotta get you a tablet now.
No,
Okay,
you see the dish
Roger
right
that.
here.
Roger that tablet. Got it.
Never mind. No, don't even. Don't even stop. Stop. Tell him, guys. Tell him to stop. Tell him to stop.
When Arnie says he needs something,
he needs to stop, huh? He needs to stop.
Telly needs coffee. Telly's just waking up right now.
Yeah, what is it? Like 4 or 5 in the morning over his
Telly,
time.
you need to come in here like me, just all raw, uncut, bro.
I know. We'll get your hair standing up, Telly.
How many times I woke up, Telly?
What's that gremlin, Spike? We can get Telly looking like Spike, huh?
Oh, hell no. Y'all saw me without makeup yesterday with the...
Man, I've seen...
Have you guys seen Arnie? Oops. I moved him.
Man, sometimes I'm telling you, I'm tore up from the floor up, okay? And I wake up and they're like, "Come on, Arnie, get on here." And I'm like, "Man, I didn't have my damn coffee yet, man." You know, it's like, "Come on, I need about 10 minutes," you know.
Well,
and they're worried about makeup, you know. I mean,
around the rosy.
Now, I like see Wynn's profile.
What are you doing?
I don't know when Wynn did her profile, she's holding her camera like that, you know, and her hair. I don't know if it's just because of the camera being reversed or whatever, but her hair is going the opposite way than it was when she was in here. And I'm like, hey, you parted it on the other side, or what's the deal here? You know?
I don't know. Arnie and Gio kind of look the same.
Yeah.
Hey, does that mean we're old, dude? I mean, you know, dude.
I don't want to be there. I'll be up here. There you go.
I can get rid of that.
We'll put Arnie in center stage there.
20 years younger, I can, you know, get rid of that. You know, we'll get rid of that. Be all right.
I can't do. Looks like mine more grayer than yours, Arnie.
I know. Just drink the dew. I'm already done. You know, half of whatever, 3/4 of a pot of coffee done. This is dew time right here. Can you hear the ice? Can you hear the ice in there? Yeah, we're doing the dew right there.
I drank 3 cans of dew, and it came out like audio reactive, like neon reactive green and shit.
Yeah, well, you know, when
toilet bowl is glowing.
There you go. Toilet bowl starts glowing. You know, you got issues.
Yeah.
How you doing, Kenny?
That's great, Tom. I love making people laugh, even though I don't try. I just naturally make people laugh.
I know. Right.
If you really want to laugh,
what do you
Tom,
do? I mean,
go check out my video when I got my dental done. It's just funny.
He's like, I come home like this and like my skin in my face. I can't my face on hand. I can't know what the hell's going on here. I can't my face.
Wynn said, my profile picture was taken last year. It's a mirror reflection.
It's a mirror reflection. So that's what it is. Well, you know, hey, after last night's conversation, we weren't talking bubbles anymore, so I knew it was good. I was surrounded. I had Tanya on one side. I had Star on the other side. I had Wynn on the other side, and they're like, you know, and Star's talking about eager beaver with a built Peter, you know, and I'm like, man, we gotta get you some bigger batteries or something.
Oh, I missed that one.
I ain't even kidding.
I went back and tried to look at it.
That was the international Peter. Yeah, they were talking about international Peters. You know, they weren't just talking about American Peters. They're talking about international Peters here now. And we broke this down. Oh man. Conversations we got on here. Let me tell you what.
Yeah, we come up with some. Some of them conversations are something else.
Wait a minute. At the eye doctor to get my duct plugs put back in the bottom ducts. What, you mean for like the tear duct thingies? Like the tear duct thingies?
Ouch.
Yeah, that has to hurt, right? Somebody messing with your eyeballs, you know. Yeah. Oh no. I hope you feel better, really, seriously. Wow.
Next time Nathan messes with my crap, I'm gonna freaking hurt him.
Hey, Nathan has not touched your stuff.
And who has?
Nobody has been in that room.
Oh crap! Because my freaking Xbox, I left everything unplugged. Nothing plugged in the wall. I know. In the wall.
Nobody been in that room.
I don't want to know who then, because my Xbox is not plugged in the wall.
My grandson's going on the warpath, and I'm getting ready to go on the warpath with him.
Oh yeah, I'll bring up something. Somebody else is watching in the background. I'll bring this up since we were talking about the Truckers TV and the freedom of speech. Since I got Dennis on here,
we're back to this again.
We're going to go there, Dennis, because I just got a PM a second ago. I ain't gonna say who it was from, but I got a PM about my freedom of speech video, and that I said, you come in here, start cussing on your thing, and I'll ban your ass, right?
And, if you're being disrespectful, yeah, we're gonna ban you anyway.
Right. This is not just you start throwing, but when they come in, they start like, you know, F Biden or whatever. But if they actually print out the word, okay, there's a little bit difference between putting the little F letter there and actually typing out the word. Because what could happen is Facebook can ban you for starters. That's for starters. And because you named a person to go with it, that is called hate speech. Okay.
Yeah.
And hate speech is a bad thing. And so for me being an admin, I got a couple choices here. I can remove your comment, but at the same time, I'm going to say, hey, just come in and watch the cussing. There's not a big deal. You know, I hate to, you know, but you got to watch what you say because you are on a public platform. Right. Yeah, you're on a public platform.
But it's not derogative, and it's not towards somebody specifically.
Right.
When I say the word fuck, you know, I don't use it in context of any way. It's just
right. That is my whole point. So
because
everybody
I'm an adult,
basically
I can use that word.
They miss my point, and so that was kind of what I said. You know, if you come in and you see, I'm sorry, you see some little somebody's daughter on here that you know is a daughter of a driver on here, or one of the fans got their grandson in here, and you come in with them 4-letter words, I'm done. You know what I mean? Because this is an all ages thing here, and you gotta be specific about what you say because there are people that are
Arnie,
in the background. You know,
Arnie, yes and no. This is an adult platform. So if parents choose to have their 18 and below, let's say 17 and below children watch this platform, then they need to be understanding that this is an adult platform. It's not a gaming platform. Right. It's not a politically correct platform. We're just a bunch of human beings communicating as if we were all friends, you know, hanging out and allowing people to interact with us and ask questions about trucking or whatever floats their boat. Like what's name was talking about her eye doctor. You know, whatever they want to come in here and just connect with people. But it is an 18 and over platform. We do cuss and we do talk about some touchy subjects at a time, and there's a flag. We do talk about those things. I want people to know that. And we can't say, well, we're not going to say this and that because I slip up and say beep, beep. I wish I had the little beep button. It would probably make it a bit funnier.
100 times, and I've said the same thing, and that's all I do. I said, just come in here, watch what you say, because that's what it is. I mean, if every word that's coming out of your mouth is F this, F that, go to blah, 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 do this, do that, you know.
Arnie, if somebody comes in here and says, Arnie, you're an asshole, you're the ugliest person I've ever seen in my life, and I hate you, I will look at that person and I'll say, why are you even in here? Bye. You know, or if they say, Dennis, put your shirt on, we don't want to see you, you know, your fat flab out there. I said, well, don't watch that. I don't really give a shit what you think. You know, this is my platform. This is what I want to do. So I really did.
I know every situation is different. Yeah, every situation is different, and that's kind of what I'm getting at. You have to deal with the situation. Just asked the
question: how high tech have way stations become? Very high tech. They have infrared. They have sensors. They know what you have inside the back of your truck. They have X-ray machines. They know if you got, you know, people hanging from the bottom of your trailer, inside your trailer. They can sense out explosives or narcotics or anything like that. All these cameras and sensors that you go through prior to going through, they can sense or detect anything that's wrong. Hot brakes, they can detect if you have hot brakes before you even go through the weigh station. They have infrared cameras to see the heat and signature of your truck. If your truck's overheating in the engine, it'll glow. You know, they got all kinds of high-tech stuff, so it is very high-tech. And the scales have all been upgraded to precision scaling. So when you roll across those scales, they got you on a very, very tight precision. So yes, a lot of upgrades there, bud. Great question.
And they're almost getting to the point now to where when you roll through a scale, they can almost check your e-logs because they do know where you were at, the last scale you were at.
Oh, so trust me, I got my ass handed to me. Well, let me tell you about that. I haven't told you about that, Arnie.
Go ahead.
So apparently, I had to learn this, and you know, I'm not embarrassed to talk about it. So when you have a student, you have to put yourself in sleeper mode. Now, I looked at this. I knew that, but I didn't really know it. Okay, I always put myself off duty, not driving. Okay.
Right.
But you're only allowed to be off duty, not driving, for 2 hours only. You have to put yourself
they got a time
in the
limit
sleeper.
Okay.
There's a 2 hour limit. So I didn't know that. So I had myself, when I was driving with Star, I had myself off duty, not driving the entire time. So they actually cited me. So I got a couple points taken off my damn thing. So what happens when you have a student driving, that student goes into drive, or first you do your pre-trip, then they go into drive. You can put yourself at off duty, not driving, for 2 hours, and then after that, you have to put the trainer in the sleeper, which to me, that's a bunch of bullshit, because I'm not in my sleeper. I'm sitting next to him training. So if I'm in my sleeper, why would I say I'm in my sleeper? I'd just say I'm off duty, not driving, right? Or off duty, period. Because literally,
I don't really think there's a difference between off duty and sleeping. Even if you do your 10 and you're off duty, regardless, you're still off duty for 10 hours. You know what I mean?
Right. But you have to put that in your e-logs. You have to annotate that in your e-log. That's what you would annotate on your paper logs if you would write it down there, off duty, not driving.
Right.
You know, you would do that, but you have to put the notes in there. So I go off duty, not driving for 2 hours, and then I place myself in sleeper berth for 8 hours. Therefore, I can get my hours back after the 8 hours of him driving his full 8. Then I can drive another 3 or 4 or 5 hours if I chose to, which is a pain in the ass.
Is that a DOT rule then, or is that just a company rule?
No, that's a DOT rule. You have to be in the sleeper berthing back here on the bed. But it's retarded because I look at it as like, well, that's lying.
Yeah. I've never been a trainer, so those specifics I couldn't tell you. Yeah,
it should be off-duty training, right? Instead of off-duty sleeper. So you're not in your sleeper, you're off-duty training. So you don't get those hours taken from you, but you're just training.
That might be something that somebody's gonna address here, you know, as far as their what's on your e-logs and what's on a paper log, as far as whether you're training somebody or just, you know, off duty or sleeping.
Oh, here's Levon. My point was, I'm in my PM that you don't go to other platforms and talk crap about Trucker TV. That person has no rights to spread. Yeah, you know what, Levon?
Yeah.
You guys are all smart, all right? I mean, from everybody that comes in here, from Roxanne to Nana to Rusty to Craig to whoever's in here right now watching, when you guys go toggle, okay, I'll put this word out there, toggle between all of the platforms, every single platform that's out here that's doing live streaming, driving from the truck, talking to you guys, talk shows, whatever it is, okay, it all originated from this idea. Okay, foremost, it came from Truckers TV. We started this back in, well, it was actually before then too, but nobody really did exclusive live videos. They did recorded videos, right? Now, Truckers TV has been a pioneer on putting multiple people on one platform to go live, okay? 3 to 4 to 6 to 7 people at a time on the same platform. Now, there's bunches of individuals out there. I'm not saying that, you know, this is not reinventing the wheel, because it kind of sort of is. It's just making it a little bit better. All of that has originated from here. We are the original platform. So when you toggle back and forth, keep in mind, they all came from here. All of them started here on Truckers TV. And then they went off and they said, well, I can do it better. All right, cool. Go out and do it better. And they tried to take as many of you guys with them as they possibly could to go off and do it better. Well, are they out there doing it better? I don't know. I don't watch them. I don't care. All I'm focusing on is still the mission of Truckers TV is to provide you guys with entertainment, learning, sightseeing, driving around, whatever we do. Everyday life. I mean, I go eat a steak, 70-ounce steak, I can't finish it, or I try a burger, or I show a picture of me cooking in the truck, whatever it is. It all originated from Trucker TV here on this platform. So regardless of what new stuff that they all come up with, the original basis came from Truckers TV, and it will always be that. They can never get away from that. Never can. So
right.
Yeah. No, my issue with the whole toggle between different platforms, I really don't care who you go watch. I really don't care any of that stuff. What I care about is if you're going to go over there and say, oh, it really sucks over there, and I can't do this and I can't do that, and then you come over here and
we
say,
don't talk to you.
You know what I mean?
Talk to everybody.
I when I heard all those little comments and the way everybody was doing over there, and then it came here. And next thing you know is I see everybody sitting here talking, and it's like, oh, this is really, really cool, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, hey, just 2 minutes ago, you were on somebody else's thing talking about we suck, and I'm like, and then you start talking to everybody else. Yeah, they're suck. Did you see what happened over? And it's like, oh my God, keep your little junk over there, and when you come over here and start doing it to the people that are here, I get tired of it, and I don't want you here. You know what I mean? And it's like, why are you here if that's all you're going to do?
Somebody thought that Gio was Will. Nope.
Oh no. Hey, are you saying all us old guys look the same? Is that what this is?
That's what he's trying to say, Ernie. We all look the same for some reason.
All right, who we got there in the bottom corner there?
You got Kenny down there. Looks like I can't see
Craig.
either.
How you doing, Craig?
Oh, right on. Cool.
Hey, Craig.
Robert.
Right on.
For that thing you were talking about, Dennis, for the training.
That's Craig. Arnie, that's Craig.
I know, it is.
Hey, Craig. Nice to meet you, bud.
Craig actually works for another company.
Yeah.
And he does the driver training. He's a driver manager, basically.
Okay.
So,
I would love to hear what he says.
Right. That
thing you were talking about, Dennis, for is that DOT?
It is DOT. Yeah,
you
have to be in the sleeper berthing. As far as because they consider it teaming driving, not a training driving. Okay, there's no category on the DOT, United States DOT, that states that you are a trainer. They group you as a team, and that's how you roll.
That'll be interesting. I'll have to look into that because all I have is a day cap setting.
No, I don't even have that. I don't have that setting in mind. I can't put myself in day cap. No.
Yeah.
So
that's
my
e-logs,
my e-logs, it only has on duty or an off duty, sleeper. Then you have drive, and then you have off duty. And then in the notes on the e-log, you put off duty not driving if you're off duty not driving, or refueling, or whatever you're doing. Or
that's
you're
what we have here too.
Yeah,
I would like to see that in the FMCSA. I'd like to see the actual paragraph that actually says that. You know what I mean? That's what I don't have that green book anymore to go look it up.
Oh, actually, I can. If I can pull, where did I put that? Here, let me get it. My citation, actually, because I got a citation.
Because if you've got that green book, that citation will list where it's at in that green book, and you'll be able to look up the actual law, and that's what I'm getting at. You know what I mean? So if somebody out here has that little green book and they're a driver out here, and you got one of those, even an old one, it'll be in there under the citation.
Hold on, I'll show you right here. So this is my citation that I got. Okay. It states under the FMS or FMCSA 395.1 interpretation question 16. May a driver log time spent in sleeper berth as off-duty time? Guidance. No, the driver record of duty status must accurately reflect his activities. So
that's a conflict right there.
Yeah, it is. That's why I was so angry with it. I can contest this. She said that I can contest it because in the notes I put off duty not driving. but the DOT requires me to be in my berthing sleeper berth, not sitting in the or not awake while they're driving. I need to be in my sleeper berth. So
how are you going to train if you're in your sleeper berth?
You got me. That's why I went back to my safety. I was like, look, dude, how am I supposed to approach this? Well, DOT states you have to put yourself in sleeper berthing. Okay, got it. For 2 hours of the day, for the very beginning, I can sit in that chair. If I'm rolling through a scale within that 2 hours, I will be safe. If they pull up the logs, they see I'm off duty, not driving for 2 hours of the time when my student starts driving, then I have to put myself in sleeper berthing and go in the back.
So the only other option would be a complete on duty, to where then the only one driving is him, and you're both taking a 10-hour break.
Right, correct. That is also an option where I let him drive completely, and he does his full 11, where I am on duty, not driving.
All right, that's the only thing that you can do as far as the legal terms.
Right.
Yeah.
So you're conflicted because most trainers want to get. When they break it down, it's a preference of the trainer. Do they want the hours, or the drive time, or the what do you call it, the mileage? So most trainers will run their miles and then run my miles in conjunction. So that basically, well, you're up all day with your trainee, and then you want to run a full 11 just to get the miles. It kind of. You got to worry about that stuff, and that's where they're trying to crack down on trainers training their guys, and they're both utilizing both of their 11 hours.
So then, in essence, to even to sort of run like a team, you'd have to run 3 hours driving for you, and then be in sleeper for the rest of the 8 hours to even get some hours back.
Correct.
Where if need be, that you could drive in the next morning or whatever. That would be
right. So if DOT allows you to be in the sleeper berthing, but be able to train, you run his hours, let's say his first 8 hours or her 8 hours. Then the trainer will jump in after that 8 hours and drive, I don't know, like 4 or 5 hours to make up that whatever 11-hour time frame. And then both of you guys go to sleep for 10 hours.
With the new law, though, that when they broke it for the 7-3-7-2 split thing, that's going to change that. I mean, that's going to give you 4 hours instead of just the 3. Then, if that's the new law.
Well, but yeah. So I got my butt handed to me as far as this. I got to contest it, and then I'm going along with Knight to contest it, because it will indicate the truck is driving, your co-driver is driving, but you're off duty, or you're off duty not driving. So they're asking, well, what were you doing? Well, I was sitting in the chair, obviously. I was training. And they said, well, you can't do that. You have to put yourself in sleeper berthing. I said, well, that's stupid, because my first question is like, well, who's going to train my training if I'm in the sleeper berthing? Because basically, isn't that lying too?
That doesn't make sense.
Well, and then get this. If you go through the scales, and your student's on drive, you're on sleeper berthing, and they both make you get out and come to the scale house to talk to the scale guy, and then they get you for not being on duty, then you can go back and say, well, I was in my sleeper. You made us get out of it, so you want me to go in violation off of my time just to come here and talk to you. So you can actually play that out as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I've kind of done that. I've kind of done that before, but yes.
Why are you waking me up? I'm supposed to be in my sleeper berth. Well, I'm going to get you for not being on duty. Well, no, you can't, because you got me out of my truck.
Right.
So no, I'm not going to go in violation. And then you ask them, are you making me go into violation just for this?
Yeah. Oh, I've had something similar to that happen, to where I got pulled into a scale, and I got a shutdown basically because I had a cracked frame, and so they shut me down until I could get it welded. Well, in that 10-hour period, I got woke up by a DOT officer, and he was trying to get me to put myself on duty so that he could finish the inspection and the rest of the stuff. And I said, I can't do that because I'm off duty. I have to be off duty. And he kept saying, oh, that's not my problem. And I'm like, yes, it is your problem because I can't do
if you
this.
Put yourself,
you know? Yeah. And so I ended up, I had to, it was a long freaking deal, but they ended up having to write in their notes that they were the ones that woke me up because I had to have it in writing that they were the ones that did this. Otherwise, I was in violation 100%. There was no ifs, ands, or buts.
Yeah.
And then when I read the law, as far as that goes, when you're in sleeper berth, I don't care if they want you to move your truck or whatever. I mean, you have to. But with that being said, if you're on your 10-hour break and you're required to do that, the only people that can tell you to move are the DOT. But at the same time, they can't violate you because they're the ones that told you to move. But you got to have proof that they told you to move. So in other words, you got to take somebody's badge number. You got to have that stuff to show other DOT, if need be, what just happened. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So I've been that route. I've been that route.
So you have anything to add to that, Craig? Maybe you found something?
I was going.
No, well, because I'm in Canada, so our hours are different than yours.
Right, you have the 14, don't you?
Yeah, I got 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can switch when I go to Canada. They have a setting in there to go to Canada time frame.
Yeah. It always amazed me. Oh, yeah, you only get one more, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
So
yeah, that was out of Denver, Colorado, Price, Utah. That one that's there off the 90, let's say 97? Milepost 231. Peerless port of entry, I guess what it is. But yeah, she got me there. I was just like, I was dumbfounded. I was like, well, how am I supposed to be? And then she broke it down for the FMCSA 39.1. That's where you look it up. So, question 16: may a driver log time spent in the sleeper berth as off-duty time? And guidance says no. The driver record of duty status must accurately reflect his activities. So, you would put your off-duty not driving training, I guess, or you'd put in sleeper berthing. So it's very confusing which one you actually annotate in there to make sure that you are covered and be able to explain, because your mileage is actually calculating while you're either off duty not driving or in sleeper berthing not driving. You have to, because they'll look at that from point A to point B where you stopped with that other co-driver. Where were you at that time as a trainee?
Bear, come here.
As a trainer. And that's what they look at.
Dennis, both of y'all can log in on the ELD at the same time? Both of y'all can be logged in on the ELD at the same time?
Yes.
Well, you're logged in, but you're not driving at the same time. Yeah.
Yep. So, for example, if there's two ways to do it, how I see it. I can run his hours and mine at the same time, and we both run our 70 at the same time. Or I put myself in sleeper, we can run as a team. So I go to sleep, he drives, but then there's no training in there. So you have to be careful with this, because then you can mess up. Or you got your trainee driving by himself, you're in the sleeper. Or you can do off-duty or on-duty, not driving, do your training, but you only can do it for 2 hours.
Right.
So it's like you have to put yourself on off. Otherwise, you're just burning through wasteless hours on your 70. And it's all taken away from your 70 regardless. Both of you can do it at the same time, or you can conserve by going on the sleeper and doing teaming, but you only have 2 hours of on-duty not driving, which is retarded.
Yeah, it is.
To me, it is.
Well,
it's counterproductive and very, very
now you
confusing.
think about this in a nutshell, because I'm going to give you a prime example of what just happened when they did the autonomous trucks here just not too long ago. They had an autonomous truck that went from Phoenix to El Paso, And what would normally take a normal person 19 hours took that autonomous truck 14 hours, but the driver had to drive 3 hours at the beginning and 3 hours at the end. So my question was, if that happened, how did that driver get a 10-hour sleep in the middle of all that? How did he get it? Because if it was a 14-hour day, right, and the driver drove the first three and the last three,
you think you go to sleep with an autonomous driver?
right.
No.
At the
Trust
same
that
time,
shit for nothing.
You can't be on duty all that time because that's 14 hours. You know what I mean? You can't do it because of you've already driven 6. You know, at the beginning, at the end. So how did they come up with a 10-hour break? That's the federal government, and that's what I'm saying. That's what they did. That is how they did this. Okay. And I wanted to know how they got away with it. You know what I mean? Is it for testing purposes? It makes them exempt or whatever that is on the other side. Okay. So that was my question when I saw that, and it was like, how did you do this? Because I can't see it. You know, we can't do a 5 and 5 anymore. You know, 5 on, 5 off, and you can't do this and you can't do that. So how exactly did this work?
Yeah, so Rusty made a good point. So training means training the experienced driver only as opposed to a beginner. That confused me right there. When you go into sleeper, you are showing that you trust the trainee level of. Yeah, that's true. You're requiring a certain level of trust. For my student now, he drives very well. Straightaway, stuff like that. Now we're working on our backing and receiving and our shipper and our consignee. So he's going to deliver this today. We're going to hook into another truck, our trailer, and then we're going to head out towards Reno. So today my focus is going to be on how he transitions from one trailer to another and the documentation that he needs to do on the Zonar, which is our computer system, on arrival, loaded call, and putting the right information in there for load, weight, all of that stuff too as well. So that's going to be our training today. What up, Michael?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Michael.
Hey,
Hi, Michael.
How you doing, Kenny?
Your headset's not connected, Michael. I can hear an echo.
Oh, I got it. Okay, let me go in and fix my settings. Yep. One second. Speakerphone. Oh, that's fine.
What the hell are you wearing? Look like freaking a bumblebee.
I was gonna say, man,
we trying to look like a bug. Is that the style we're doing today?
You know,
looks like a freaking bug.
I put my little
big glasses
put my
on,
hoodie up.
Put your mask on.
I get the hoodie up. I can go have with you. We'll all come in dressed out, all decked out, right? We'll come in like that and look like little, you know, Yoda.
Earth to Michael.
You know.
Earth to Michael. You copy, Michael? Earth to Mr. Giggler. Earth to Giggler. Are you in your rocket penis ship? Earth to Giggler. Do you come in?
Yes, I am, sir. Earth the Giggler. Yes, there I am.
Hey, put your mask on, dude. Put your mask on.
I know, right?
Yep, you look like a bug. Oh my god.
There you go.
That's a giggler. Earth the Giggler.
That is right. Earth the Giggler. Hello.
Holy
welcome.
Uh-oh. Still got more back there?
Yep.
Oh, we're having so much fun. Craig jumped off. Oop, I gotta be serious.
Holy smokes.
What are you up to, Craig? I mean,
should have told me you were gonna go shopping.
Michael.
What else?
I'm loading here at Burrell in Phoenix, right by Night Transport.
Transportation, get it right.
Oh, well,
I know,
transportation. Right? I'm sorry. Let me get that right. You know that road is just horrible right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those guys, I was watching everybody hit the pothole. There's all kinds of water out here.
So, do you wear your mask while you're driving?
Never. Never.
Okay.
Only because I'm here at Burrell. I just
In
have
California,
it just in case.
they're requiring masks?
No, I'm in Arizona. I'm just.
So Arizona's still
having it.
requiring masks?
I don't know. I'm not asking. I see people without, then I see people with it. So I'm not sure. I just saying, forget it. I'll just put it around my neck right here, and if I need it, I need it. If I don't,
Yeah.
ooh, somebody's mad.
Look like it's cold, Arnie.
Well, it's 60-some degrees over here, and we're supposed to get rain today, so we'll see.
Yeah, look at these pop-up clouds here. This is
Yeah,
the
it's kind of
area.
funny. You had the same sunrise down there, Mike, as I had up here. So I was like, when I watched yours, I'm like looking at the same thing in my view that you're seeing directly in front of you.
Where'd he go?
Oh, I don't know.
Where'd he go?
Gone in 30 seconds.
Poof. The giggler's gone.
Reason I was asking because it's 96 degrees here.
Is it really?
Telly's still in the background. Yeah. Telly, will you jump on here? I don't know why you're being so elusive, Telly.
Yeah, we got Tropical Storm Fred heading our way.
Oh, well.
Oh. Arnie looked like a painting for a second there.
Did I? I wasn't watching. Do it again.
Well, I'm going to jump off here. I got to go take a shower. I haven't taken a shower in 2 days or a day-ish.
Oh, is that what it is?
And he's just waking up right now, so he's up top there. So, yeah, we're going to get up. We're going to get this delivered, take a shower and stuff like that. Yeah, because I haven't taken a shower in 2 days.
All righty.
It's getting a little bit raw. Too raw up in here.
Yeah, well, I got not even 6% of my phone now, so.
All right.
Not a gift for being up.
Well, yeah, thanks for hosting this, Arnie, and I'll let you continue to host it. I'm going to jump off. Michael's back. There he is.
Hey,
so I'm going to jump off. It's all right, Giggler. I'll talk to you guys later. And, we'll be live here in a bit.
Thanks,
all right, guys.
I actually hit the wrong button. And,
leave studio.
We just want to. We want to watch you.
What do you say?
Say hi. Say hi. Oh, not lick my ear. No. That's the other driver, but she is so freaking lazy. She doesn't drive.
She ain't figured out to put the pause on the wheel and shift yet.
Yeah, boy. I said if I could get an automatic, I'd be over on the other seat pushing the gas pedal. Like drive. And they'd be like, well, how'd you drive so far? Sir, I did my 10 hours. She did her 10 hours.
Yeah, well, it might work once, but I don't think it'll work twice.
Oh, Jesus. What?
Yeah, FMSCA were all about safety, and you're really putting yourself in danger. A lot of people in danger.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
it's just a joke.
That's kind of my problem. Is that's what when me and Dennis actually had that conversation about how would that work, and I'm like, the only way it can work is if you're going to be on duty and you're both going to be at the same, awake at the same time, sleeping at the same time. Otherwise, it's got to be a team situation to where if you're putting yourself on sleeper and you try to get your hours back, you're not going to get it. You know what I mean? You can't be training somebody and be back in the sleeper. You know what I mean? So they're going to get you one way or the other.
That was the thing with my trainer. And when I was trained, I tell my nephew, because he's trying to go out and he's like, Uncle, what do I expect? And I'm saying, yeah, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I see Dennis. He's a whole different kind of trainer. I don't know how, I'm not sure how they're doing the, shift or running like teams. But when I was running that trainer, he put me in that driver's seat first day, and lo and behold, he did everything wrong. Because he went in the back and went to sleep. Then he decided to play this stupid game and was like, "Oh, well, you're gonna learn. Here, click. I'm on duty. You drive now."
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, and that happens, and I have to. What the industry fails to realize is that that's happening more than ever with the trainer students, and they've got to set these trainer students up as teams, not necessarily think of the student like these students know how to drive a little bit when they come out of school. There's not going to be the student that doesn't know how to shift a gear. Maybe they don't, or not drive down the road physically, but he has to be able to observe that within the first few hours and be able to lay down at least something, because legally he can't drive again because they're using his hours to drive on.
Right.
And I know I got screwed by Warner Enterprises when I was a student because the trainer did that, and then everything got messed up in the log system, and they only showed me driving 70 hours in 7 weeks. I said, 70 hours? That was a week. I don't know what you guys are smoking. Probably like 3 days, because I was doing double shifting.
I've had the
at
same
times.
issue.
Or you have a trainer that he don't care. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kenny.
Yeah, if the DOT thinks I'm gonna get back there in the sleeper and go to sleep with somebody that's had 1 day of driving, maybe.
That's scary.
Coming now.
It's scary because he didn't know me from Jack No Harry. So, I mean, he's seen that I drove good. He's seen that I had skill in what I did. But yet I was still fresh to the T. I didn't know shit on nothing. And at that time, 2001, we didn't have GPS, Garmin's, and all that. Barely TomTom was coming out as a truck one. So you was open the map and look at the line and make sure you go through that city correctly or you're screwed. And I was like, sometimes I was like, hey, dude, hey, where in the fuck are we going? And I told you to take the 55 to 7. I'm like, see, these young, the training needs to be more. I don't know how you would train somebody over the road without like they do. Set them up with a trainer, and them in that trainer, you kind of go off based off of him. You really don't learn anything on your, as the real. You know what I'm saying?
That was one of my things that I brought up yesterday when I was talking with Janet, because the school that she went to was basically 5 months long, and somebody asked me why I wouldn't be a trainer, or that I would be good at it, or whatever, and I said I wouldn't do that. I said unless they could go with me from summer to winter, they have to have those two things for me to release them, because then they would get schooled in driving summertime and wintertime, and that's the only way I could see it. Because otherwise, if you come to in summertime, you don't get any winter training, and if you come in wintertime, you don't get any summer training. So you lose one or the other. Right.
Yeah, I learned in the winter, so I didn't understand rainstorms, thunderstorms, wind.
Right.
Light load with wind. And I ended up on, what was it? I ended up in Wyoming. I was fresh by myself. First time I've been out on the truck, except for because every time you restart, this is the whole bullshit part too. Is that when you restart? Oops, my apology. Did I screw up?
No.
Oh. Hello.
Well, you're there, but I can hear you.
Where did I go? Oh my goodness.
I don't know, but you're there.
So what I was saying is, dang it, I lost it. I'm trying to pull it back up. This phone
I got like
tripping.
3% left on my phone, so it's gonna die. So I'm gonna end up having to bail out of here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably bail because this camera's tripping.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to bail too. My phone's getting hot.
Alrighty, talk to you guys later.
Yep, we'll see you on the next one, guys.
All right.
Okay, Arnie. Hey, can I PM you later?
Yep. Anytime you want.
Okay, I got something to tell you.
All right.
All right.
I'll talk to you a bit later. All right. I'll see you later, Ken.